Tom from Thrive Drumming, and it's at thrivedrumming.com. And I am in the second video. We're presenting our second video today. I have a short series of videos for beginners or anybody that wants to come back and refresh some material. And my first video, we covered how to hold the sticks, and we talked about match grip, which I play with a match grip. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to strike the drum, different type of wrist strokes. I'm going to focus on wrist strokes, and let's get rolling with it. So let's get into what is a wrist stroke. Let's just do one hand at a time. So I'm going to put my stick down. Let's just focus on the right hand. And where I'm standing about, I'd say about 7 to 8 inches from the drum, okay? And I want to have a sort of semicircle here. I don't want my elbows out. I want them hanging nice and loose from my shoulder. I don't want them pulled back. I don't want them forward reaching, so that they're going to hang naturally by my side, nice and loose. And the drumstick with the proper grip. Notice also here I have a gap here in my finger, okay? That should be there. We don't really want it closed. That's another technique that is very valid. But for drum set players, we want to keep this nice gap, keep the grip nice and loose. So if the stick is down, lift it up from the wrist. Try to do that without the forearm. No forearm motion for now. We're going to lift from the wrist and try to point it straight up. You might feel a little stretching going on here. And when we work on this, you're going to be stretching the bottom part of your forearm, all these muscles under here. We're going to be working to get them nice and loose. It'll make your hand faster. And when you do lift up, I'm going to give you some pointers. Don't tense up. Nice and loose. Okay, if you put your other hand right there, you can feel muscles working. Okay, up and down. So when we bring the stick all the way up, this is where we're going to start. We're going to start here. We're going to have the stick travel down, hit the instrument, in this case the pad, and then we're going to make the stick come back up. All right? We're going to work it coming back up. This is an upstroke motion. All right, later on, we'll talk about rebound. Okay, so right now, come down, and it's going to be all one motion. It's going to hit in the center, and it's going to come right back up. So you have this. There's my right hand. Put the stick in the left hand, and it's the same exact thing. Nice, relaxed shoulder, elbow, forearm. It's not out. Okay, both hands look the same. Not one out, not one higher than the other. They're going to be level. And I'm going to pick up this one, put my right hand down, and I'm going to come straight down, hit the drum, and come straight back up. I'm going to do 8 strokes. Okay, that is called a full stroke. Why? Because I did the full motion from stick straight up, it came all the way down and returned to the starting point. So it's a complete full motion. Down, up. Okay, so there we have our full strokes. One good way to work on this is to do 8 slow strokes with each hand. You're going to do 8 strokes, continue that exercise. Do that for several minutes. Do it for 5 minutes. If your hands feel tense or tight or you're getting tired, stop. Okay, I don't want you to hurt yourself. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so I'm here. I like to start in the down position to start, just so you know where you're going to strike. You're going to strike in the center. Pick the sticks both up, and I'm going to do 8 with the right, then 8 with the left. Go right into the left hand. And repeat. I didn't give you a tempo, and I'm not using a metronome in this video, but a great place to start. Start as slowly as you need to get the stroke right. I also sometimes recommend, let's not worry about the metronome right now. Let's worry about making the stroke proper, okay? Just make the stroke correctly. So it comes down and comes back up just from the wrist. A great tool to have in your practice room is a mirror, so that the mirror could be either right in front of you or on the side, and that's going to actually, you're going to use that to see your reflection and make sure that you're not coming out of position or developing bad habits. Okay. Also having your smartphone with you to record yourself. Play it back and you can catch any mistakes you're making. I'm going to leave you with one exercise. So I told you before, 8 strokes with each hand. You can do 8 strokes with each hand for every motion. You can do 8 strokes with a full stroke. You can do 8 strokes with a tap. You can do 8 strokes each hand with the tap up. Okay? So what you would do in that case is tap up and come back down, start from this again. It may seem silly, but it will help you work on it. Okay? The other one is we're going to use a pyramid, but an upside down. It's going to, triangle goes like that. Well, our triangle is going to go this way. So at the top of the triangle is going to be the most amount of strokes. Then we're going to start with 8 strokes in each hand, 8 with your right hand, 8 with your left hand. Then we're going to take 2 away. 6 with your right hand, 6 with your left hand. Take 2 away. 4 with your right hand, 4 with your left hand. Take 2 away. Oh, that brings us down to 2 with each hand. Let me demonstrate. And then at the bottom, we're going to repeat it and come back up to get to our maximum amount of strokes in each hand, 8 strokes in each hand. I'm going to do this all at, so we don't blast out the camera. I'm going to use half strokes and do the pyramid. 8, 6, 4, 2. Half stroke position. Okay, so there was a demonstration of doing the strokes in a pyramid fashion. You should add that to your routine each day, and you will start to feel more flexibility in these hands. Remember, we're using a match grip in German grip, so the hands are palms down, thumbs on the side. And again, notice thumb and index finger are at the same point on the stick. Sticks wrap around. They're in this lower portion of the hand here. They're not in the center. They're over here. So a little reminder on the grip before we close out. So I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Check out my website, thrivedrumming.com, and